Shallows is a movie that upon reflection of its first hour is flawless, and in the last 26 minutes only seems to slightly lose enjoyment by virtue of contrivance. It's the type of excellent little action thriller that actually thrills and scares, but doesn't overstay its welcome. If you've seen the trailer to The Shallows, you'll know that it mainly focuses on Blake Lively as a med student who gets caught on a rock outcropping a few hundred yards from shore after being bitten by a shark. It's short, concise, and incredibly well-conceived stuff. From that, you'll probably guess that Mrs. Lively is well cast, and she as a personality is truly perfect for this type of movie. I will give credence to how she is blatantly objectified near the beginning of the film, aka the slow-motion camera gliding along her body, but it's almost a big middle finger to the audience. Let me explain. The true greatness of The Shallows is how the film uses the cultural significance of presenting such a familiar situation shot verbatim to how shark movies are shot, while also infusing it with a sucker punch level of subversion. The fact is, the objectifying of Mrs. Lively might actually have a purpose in calling out how violence is often placed so close to sexuality. This has become a huge problem in modern society, as the growing violence of sexuality on the internet has become more and more acceptable. The film even hangs a marker on such sexuality by having Mrs. Lively wear a black jacket over herself most of the time and not reveal the elements of sexuality too much. When she finally does so, it's to help stitch herself up, therefore revealing a strength in such sexuality. But that's not the subversion that I'm talking about. The combination of sexuality and violence usually comes with the idea that a woman is being made to submit. The fact that the film will draw a certain audience in like that and then watch as Lively ultimately drags herself out of a position to take control is wonderfully sly, and the very 90s action movie way of going about killing the shark only prompts the screaming of awesome. The film's only flaw comes in the fact that the more it contrives ways for Lively to escape the shark, the more tired the movie seems to get. That doesn't mean such contrivances aren't interesting. At one point, the camera shows a shark swimming through water that reflects purple and blue only. I immediately noticed that it must be laced with oil, but this had come almost out of nowhere. I won't spoil the oil's use because it's actually an awesome plot point of the movie, but the oil showing up with no explanation prompts how the movie is actually making a slight bit of commentary, almost getting up in the face of everyone in the audience and screaming, "You don't think there's oil in the water? Well, there is. A lot of it. Your argument of a movie being contrived is invalid." That might be a little far-fetched, but it serves the purpose of making the audience think in the middle of a shark movie. The Shallows is a nerve-wracking ride even if you don't catch onto the layers underneath its surface. This may turn out to be one of the better thrillers of the year.